So yeah, my name's Collison. I work for Mervyn Lambert, traffic management. We have a plant side of the business and the traffic side of the business. I'm part of the senior management team on the traffic side, and one of my first tasks were to look at our operational weaknesses and our commercial weaknesses. One of them being paperwork, waiting for it to come back to the office, how much stand-down time are we having, are we employing too many people to keep up with the rush of paperwork coming back on a Monday morning with the guys' timesheets, rather than getting the paperwork back as quickly as possible. Guys in traffic management will probably know the same. If you're using paperwork, it is the bane of our life, because mainly the operatives will not fill it in correctly, they don't get a customer signature, and it comes back in 5 days after the job, and if they've left anything on site, you don't know it's there until the Monday. You'll normally know when we get Section 74 come through from Streetworks. We all love Streetworks. So yeah, between me and our old general manager Nick Pack, we sat down, thought about what we needed to do, and that's how we ended up getting involved in MyMobileWorkers, and to try and be able to get our jobs out to our guys quicker. You know, when you've got 2 or 3 jobs coming in, or emergency works, you want to try and get that information out as quickly as possible to your guys, rather than having to wait for them to get back to the office, spend half an hour trying to discuss it. You can get the information out to them quicker on MyMobileWorkers. KPIs, I guess we're all aware of KPIs, key performance indicators, delivering that information across to our customers. Paperwork doesn't cut it. One of our biggest issues is compliant photos for our customers. Making sure that they've got evidence that we've delivered what they've requested and it's up to a decent standard. But again, we used to use a mobile app that was basically optional, and the guys always took the option of not using it, which then led to Section 74 fines, and commercially that was suicide. You know, you'd sit there and you'd get £100 fine for 2 signs of a sandbag sat in the middle of London. But you don't know until 5 days after it's actually happened. Real-time data, when did our guys get onto the site? When was the site installed? All that is on MyMobileWorkers, it's geotagged, you can see it. It's been mentioned before, customers have access to MyMobileWorkers, they can see their works programmed in 3 months ahead. It's been put on MyMobileWorkers, it's there, it's visible, so they can check, so they have that safety net of knowing that we're not, you know, we're going to turn up because the work's there. They can check themselves. They haven't got to ring up. You know, they're not ringing up asking us, oh, what's this, what's that. They can actually come to us. They're not put on MyMobileWorkers. Everything's booked in, happy days, and it makes our life a lot easier operationally. And not only that, the visibility to customers. That's what they all want to see. They want to see transparency. I know from a traffic management perspective, we might want to hide a few things. Our guys being stuck on a motorway or whatever, they've got update, but you can't do that now. You've got the mapping thing, so they can see where we are, and they love that, because in this industry, you know, when you're just tendering for works, it's very driven to get your costs down, to try and get your profit margins up, but everyone's pricing the same for a set of 2-way lights, so the only other way you can do it is behind the scenes, trying to reduce the amount of office staff that you've got, being able to offer a service like MyMobileWorkers, where the transparency is there, they can see everything, it's not hidden, they've got access to invoicing, they can see the photos themselves, they're not waiting for us to go back out assembly time and take photos because the operative never done it. One of the main things were we were less than 50% compliant on our photographic evidence on site back in about 2014. You know, we're now nigh on 100%, other than the photos of the guys taking a picture of their leg, which is manageable, because you can put them in and say, well, I've got a picture of your leg and not a picture of traffic lights. But it's manageable, and the customers love it, and our KPIs are up here, not through the floor, because as you all know, you get rewarded work based on your KPIs. Part of the other aspect that we found was brilliant about it, as well as obviously being able to be reactive, was the paperwork costs. As a business back in about 2014, well, we have got 2 sides of the business. Our paper bill was £250,000. And to offer a saving to Mervyn just on the traffic side of £100,000, you bet our hand off. Obviously there is a cost for devices, etc. But when we outweigh the factor of saying, well look, you might have an upfront cost this year, but you have enough for next year, because we're not printing off paperwork, front sheets, drawings, because you have the ability to upload it to MyMobileWorkers. The other benefit was I can send the guys the jobs 2 days before what they're doing. So they can view it, they can have the ability to look at the drawing and not have to start the job, they just view it. So when they come into the yard, they're going out with the right gear. I'm not getting a phone call from one of my ops saying, yeah, I left a couple of signs in the yard, I need a couple of extra signs, there's a bus stop here that I didn't know about. They've got the ability to view it 2 days before. There's no excuse in my eyes from our ops coming back saying, yeah, this wasn't taken. Because you've got the ability to view it there and then. You know, we've got the feature of, you know, mapping, so you can go and have a look on the Google as well, so they can look and see what they need. So like I said, from our perspective, operationally, it's helped so much, because I'm not getting those silly phone calls anymore. And when I do get a silly phone call, it's usually the operative's fault. You know, it's not something that we're doing. You know, being able to not have to repeatedly print off method statements, risk assessments, they're uploaded to the tablet permanently. The guys can read them themselves, they're there. Like I said, I've worked very closely with Matt, with Graham, with Holly as well, in designing a specific bespoke traffic management workflows. You know, they work well for us, they might be slightly different for other people, but you know, it's instant, it's forced. So an operative can't bypass one section, he can't bypass his kit list without filling out his kit list. You know, and we then know there and then what has been out on site. We know when he's there, we can see when he's starting, we can see when he's assessed. We haven't got to sit on a tracking system and hope and pray that I can get on the end of the phone, I'll see what he's doing. And like I said, the benefits for us and the cost saving has been amazing, really, to be fair. And due to it, we're able to invest in other sides of the business and expand the business. On the other side of it, you know, office staff, we were able to reduce. Like I mentioned earlier, we had 6 or 7 administrators just because of a Monday boom. We've now been able to reduce that to 4, saving wages in the office, moving those people to other parts of the business where we were weak, and we've been able to strengthen that part of the business and move those costs across, because it's instant. The guys finish the job, it's done. We can invoice within 5 minutes of that job being complete. I'm not waiting until a Monday. So our money's coming in. We're able to invoice it. We haven't got our admin staff wanting to commit suicide on a Monday evening because they've had a paperwork stack that big. It's done. We don't deal with paper Monday. So from that side of it, again, the commercial aspect, the savings is phenomenal. And you know, I'm not here to blow smoke, but I'll be honest with you. I think since 2016, I think we went live with MyMobileWorkers, and again we're always improving. We're always coming back looking for ways to improve. We're looking at a new integration system along with Inspire as well as part of a further development. You know, it's really helped us move our business forward, and I can't praise the guys highly. You know, can't praise them enough how well they do, how much it's helped our business, you know, and how it's helped us move forward. And I highly recommend those that aren't using it to definitely have a look at it, because it will save your business money, it will save you time, and commercially and operationally it works so much better. This paperwork is hideous, I hate it. And like I said, this is paperless. You can print off if you really want to, but there isn't a need for it. But that's pretty much about it. That's all I've got. Sorry about that. But